Phantasm, the delusion of a disordered mind, a phantom, a spirit, a ghost. Hey folks, it's a man once again returning for Phantasm III, Lord of the Dead. A film I had not seen in a long time. I think I only saw it once. And that is actually this one here, Phantasm III. And I must say, apparently reading up on it, supposedly this is a controversial entry in the series. I really don't see it. I liked it. Full title is Phantasm III, Lord of the Dead. I actually liked this film. Again, I have certain problems with it, which I'll get to, but overall I liked it. I mean, I guess Universal, like, they thought Phantasm 2 would do better, but I'm like, you release it in July, like, Miss fucking Die Hard and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you know, come on, seriously, but, so, at the end of the day, Universal, I don't think did much with it. I think it was more Anchor Bay, at least I think so. But I guess Universal Studios did a little bit of it. I guess they released a little bit of it, but this time Don Coscarelli didn't have any casting restrictions, so unfortunately no James LeGros, but you do get A. Michael Baldwin back. And A. Michael Baldwin does fine, but I do prefer James LeGros, I will be perfectly honest. But A. Michael Baldwin does okay, but he doesn't have much to do in this film, which I think is why he's not really, I don't think he's a big fan of this film either. Or same with Phantasm 2. Or as he goes, the one that shan't be named, where the fuck. I'm like, fuck you, buddy. Oh, okay, in seriousness, he has every right to like and dislike whatever he wants to. But how about this? I disagree. Phantasm 4, you should be ashamed of. Fucking shit. I'm sorry. I actually like these first three ones. Phantasm 4 can kiss my ass, but that'll be next time. Or maybe the same day you see this video. But this one I didn't mind. I mean, I will say right off the bat, the beginning was annoying. Because it takes place right after Phantasm 2. And you got another tall man. So you think they killed the tall man, but yet there's another tall man that fucking pops out of something's ass. They takes the dead body of the old tall man, throws it back. And then you have the ending where, Reggie got thrown out of the car. And the two in the car, and then there's an explosion. And they both, I guess both passengers flew out. And this I did not like. Reggie comes across that girl Liz in the second film, and her face is being eaten out by a fucking killer dwarf, one of those lurkers. I remember one of my friends said that may have been because something about Don Coscarelli not liking either the girl in the second film or not liking the fact that he had to cast her in the second film. I'm not sure exactly what the story is. But I thought, come on, that kind of made Phantasm 2 useless, if you think about it. The whole point of Phantasm 2 was to fucking go off to save this girl and stop the tall man. And none of that happened. The girl didn't get saved. She got chewed up and her head's fucking cut off, basically. And the tall man's not dead. So you just made my favorite entry, Phantasm 2, fucking useless. Come on, Phantasm 3, don't be like fucking Alien 3. So that pissed me off, but... So I don't like that. I mean, they could have done that. They could have done something with that character. She could have still been in there or something. And what was the thing? I thought the tall man needed this girl, Liz. He talked about how he needed her. And all it does is she gets her face eaten now and tall man's holding her head. Nothing. Doesn't do anything. So yeah, you really needed her that fucking much, huh? For nothing, because it's never referenced again in that fucking Phantasm movie. That's why sometimes I feel like Don Coscarelli, he's just writing certain stuff out of the fly of his ass, but I don't know. I mean, I still like the film because I like Reggie Bannister in the film. He just uses his shotgun, fucks up one, blows his head off. There's so many trees, fucks him up, pew, pew. And like the tall man tries to get him, and Reggie has a grenade, saying, you want him, you gotta get him in pieces. And why the tall man wants him, you never really get, an idea. Maybe some people have theories. Because by the end of it, he put some fucking sphere in his head, and he's all fucked up. But I gotta watch Phantasm 4 again, but I saw it like once, and I was so bored to tears. I'm like, I'm not watching this film again, but I guess I am going to. I just remember hating the fuck out of the movie. Maybe they explain Phantasm 4, I don't know. For some reason, I doubt it. But after that, apparently Mike, now played by Michael Baldwin, he was in a coma, and he sees his brother, Jody, from the first film. You got the same actor, Bill Thornberry. And okay, cool, I liked him in the first film. But I guess somehow now he is a sphere as well, but he's like a good sphere. And he's trying to help his brother out, saying, don't go in the lights. But the tall man is there, and, it freaks him out. He wakes up, and there's like a zombie nurse trying to kill him, and him and Reggie stop it. You do find out one thing, though, that the spheres, that when they shrink the dwarves, what the tall man does is take the brains out, and he puts those in the spheres. So that's how they can do what they can do. Each one of them have brains in them. So I thought, okay, that's interesting. I think what also helps, though, is that the other characters, because basically Reggie, one thing leads to another, Tallman appears, kidnaps Mike. Yeah, kidnaps my friend Mike, OCP, you got kidnapped. Kidnaps Mike, and his brother, Jody, the Sphere, tries to stop the Tallman, but can't. Reggie gets knocked out, he wakes up, and he, with help from Jody, the Sphere, decides where to travel to. And along the way, he gets tricked by this girl. He meets a girl, gets tricked, knocked out, put in his trunk, and these guys go to this house. And I actually liked this, which I guess a lot of people did. They didn't like the humor in this film, which I actually liked because I thought it was fun. I mean, I have a problem with the beginning with the Liz character. I think that was kind of a shitty thing to do. But the way it went, I'm like, okay, I'm actually liking this, It's like a horror film version of Home Alone, where these three assholes go in, and I guess there's a kid there called Tim. The actor's name is Kevin Connors. I think he actually did fine. He wasn't annoying for a kid actor. I thought he did fine. I didn't think he was annoying at all. And when I said a horror version of Home Alone, is that he has the house like set up like kind of like Kevin McAllister, where like there's this dummy that's pinned to the wall, but it flies down and boom, well, hits the door and it has knives attached to it. Um, like he has this creepy looking pig mask type of, what was it, a pig or a cow, like weird mask. They grab him, but he takes like a fucking tomahawk or something, hatchet, throws it, hits the fucking bitch right in the face. He runs off and he has like a frisbee with blades and he throws it and slits a guy's throat. And then like he makes a guy like trip and fall in a pit, and the kid has a gun and just shoots him. Boom. I'm like, wow, okay. He lets Reggie out, and they decide to work together. Well, at least another Reggie goes to his mausoleum, and he's fighting this sphere, and there's two women there. Like he dodges out of the way. This is again, for some reason in this film, I was really hoping he would have that shotgun and shoot a sphere, but that doesn't happen. I think that'd be cool though. But again, maybe in Phantasm 4 it has that. Again, I barely remember much of Phantasm 4 other than I fucking hated it. But one gets hit, and you get getting hit, the blood spurting out. And the other is a girl, her character's name's Rocky. Gloria Lynn Henry. I liked her in this film. I really liked her. She didn't do too much, unfortunately, it looks like. The Devil's Advocate and the Horse Whisperer. That's such. She didn't do too much, but I really liked her in this film. Maybe they could bring this character back if they ever do a Phantasm 5. I mean, I really liked her, and her and Reggie have a good... But anyway, in this scene, like, she gets these fucking nunchucks, tries to hit it, but it doesn't work out. And the kid saves him, shoots the thing. And they head off. And it's one of those things where one thing leads to another, and they finally meet up with this girl again, as this sphere is telling them where to go. And I like these three. I thought it was a really cool sort of band of heroes. Like you got Reggie. Reggie Bannister is always very solid in these films. He's always very likable. He's fun and funny. Very entertaining. And I just thought they really had a good back and forth, including the Rocky and Reggie. Because Reggie's always trying to get in her pants, and one time she makes him think so, but then handcuffs him to the thing, and says like, "In your dreams," or there's this little creature crawling over him, and she takes her knife and stabs her right near his crotch. It's like, oh, that was close. And she's like, close to what? Like they have a fun back and forth. I liked her. I found her likable. I actually like these characters. I will admit. And one thing leads to another. They're sleeping outside at this one point, and Jody, as the sphere enters Reggie's dream. Of course, it's Reggie's dream. So Reggie's dream is that he's having sex with Rocky, and she actually shows her titties. So, and I thought that was pretty funny. But then Jody's like, well, like it's really funny because Jody's like sitting there watching. He's like, well, I really need to be behind you. I mean, I want you to be behind me. I mean, I want you to understand that I really need your help in this. So Reggie has to stop, and basically he's entering through the dream to help rescue Mike. And they rescue him, and like Jody's sphere like has these lasers that burn the shit out of something, and they're able to escape through this portal, which Reggie, like he did in the first film, so I guess the first film did happen. Reggie hits it, and stops the doorway, and that's where you get like the tall man's hands get cut off, and it crawls over, and you get some fun moments with that. Uh, And as they're driving, like they come across those three assholes that the kid killed, but now they're zombies. And like even Michael Baldwin gets that shotgun and shoots it. And that was another thing I didn't mention, that in Phantasm 2 they did like a car flip. Only this one was hell lot bigger. I mean, this car flips like they shoot it, or they shoot the zombie girl who falls into the underneath the car, and the bad guy's driving this like pink Cadillac or hearse or something, hit this thing, and it's just a big fucking, it's like something out of the First Power, like boom. I know First Power. That's a obscure reference, I know. Um, so now they're all together, and they go into this place to hold up, and basically the ending is those three zombies come back and attack them, and while Mike gets trapped with the tall man, as we find out, did this thing where, put this fucking thing in his head. Why? We're not really sure. But, the other three are fighting these creatures off, these three zombies off. Um, like Rocky has some good moments with her nunchucks and, fucking this asshole chick up. Reggie blows the shit out of this guy, which is weird because that's like the one time we don't see it. Like the guy turns and Reggie has his gun like this, and boom, and that's it. I'm like, why didn't we see that? Why didn't we see the guy's head blowing up? I don't understand why in that instance they didn't show that, but that's just me being greedy. Um, or like they, A. Michael Baldwin told him before that when he was a kid he realized that he saw that the tall man doesn't like the cold. So they grab this, uh, Reggie and Rocky grab this spear thing, or this poker with Colden, and stab it right into the fucking asshole and freeze his ass. But as his face pops open, it's like a golden sphere pops through. I love this effect where the zombie chick comes out once again, but it goes through and it goes right through the chick's head, and like this big hole is in there. Like, ooh, shit. So, oh, fuck, man. Holy shit. Uh, Also, Reggie, like, they're both being chased by it, and ultimately Reggie has, like, a plunger and grabs it with that, and him rocking the kid, grabbing, putting this, like, liquid nitrogen type thing, this cryogenic type thing to freeze its ass. And after that's when Reggie finds out that Mike, he's all fucked up, and he has these fucked up eyes for some reason. He runs away, and Joey's like, well, don't believe what you see. Takes a while to understand. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. Same with the viewer. And Rocky, she does a smart thing. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of fighting this zombie shit. I'm just, check you guys later. She drives off, which that was a smart idea. She's like one of the only characters who survives these movies, really. Because Reggie and the kid go back to finish shit up, and you find out that the sphere thing got out of the cryogenics thing, and Reggie has like a bunch of fucking spheres on there, as you can see there. And the kid sees there's a tall man once again. The kid gets grabbed and pulled out, I'm guessing to die. I'm like, once again with these fucking endings. I mean, I don't like the beginning where you just killed the Liz character. I thought that was a shitty, cheap shot. Because it made the second film pointless. It was to fight the tall man, that didn't work out. And it was to save the girl, and that didn't work out. So what the fuck? Come on. And from the commentary on Phantasm II, you could tell they love Phantasm II, so what the fuck? I would like to see Reggie fire the shotgun a little bit more. I'm greedy with that. The whole thing with Mike, he doesn't really do a lot. I mean, he's in a coma. He like says nothing. He's kind of more of a victim. Like in the second film, the Mike character was more of a, suck on this. Like he was more this, and James LeGros I liked better. But here, he really didn't do anything. He didn't do too much other than he was a victim, and which maybe that's why Michael Baldwin wasn't really fond of it. Maybe I guess I don't blame him in that aspect, but that's the script. But on the other hand, it didn't matter because I liked Reggie Bannister more, so it was more his film. And these other characters, which I liked more than that character. I liked him more in Phantasm II with James LeGros, or even the first film. But I liked Reggie Bannister and those characters more, so maybe that was a good thing that you didn't have a lot of Mike. So I'm not really don't count that as a negative, but I'm sure some would. I like Reggie, Rocky, and Tim much more. And again, these endings, man, these fucking endings. Well, first off, these mysteries that go nowhere because you're supposed to interpret it yourself. And the fucking ending, man. Apparently, they filmed an ending, which I didn't see on these DVDs. But it says that they filmed the ending. Well, that's what it says in IMDb in the trivia. It says it was filmed. Let me double check on that. It says it was filmed. Let me see what it says. I'll just read it. Fuck it. Let me look real quick. Find the fucking thing. I like this. Don Coscarelli reportedly admitted during filming that he had run out of ideas after finishing the script for this sequel and had no clue which direction would the story take in case there was a fourth Phantasm movie. He jokingly added that if a Phantasm 4 was ever filmed, it would actually be just to make money out of it. Well, that made sense. That's why Phantasm 4 is a piece of shit. And that's all I remember. That it's a piece of shit. It was fucking boring. Oh yeah, an alternate ending was filmed but not used. They travel up to the wild regions of Alaska. Reggie digs a small hole in the ice, and Tim places a little case containing the tall man's gold sphere inside. Subsequently, Reggie puts a metal plaque over the hole and seals it up. The plaque reads, "Here lies the tall man, R.I.P." Reggie then says, "No, we have to worry about all this global warming," and they walk off. Brand, you could have been a little bit better, but is it better than a fucking ending that just, hey, let's just end it? And I mean, the director's even admitting that he didn't know what the fuck he was going to do, where he was leading to. But how do you not know where you're leading to when you're writing the scripts? When the director says that. I mean, no. So, I was not a fan of the ending. and the beginning cheap shot. But the rest of the film, I liked Reggie Bannister and Rocky and Tim. I liked Tim's like horror version of Home Alone. He wasn't annoying. He could pull his weight, and fight. Rocky, I think she was a tough black chick that was likable, wasn't a total bitch. Had a lot of fun moments with Reggie. A good back and forth. Reggie Bannister, he was really the star in the film. He deserves to be. His shotgun got a little bit more use out of this, more than one time, which was a lot of fun. That was a good idea. Some nice moments with the spheres. And I thought it was entertaining. I don't know why this would be the most controversial. Known for its dark humor and sci-fi plot tones, this film garners the most controversy of any in the series. I don't know why. I really don't. I thought the humor worked. The three asshole zombies, they're not in the film that much. And when they did, they just getting killed. I was fine with that. Gives Reggie and Rocky and stuff a lot more to do. And I like Phantasm III: Lord of the Dead. It's probably my second. I would say it's my second favorite after Phantasm 2. So I really like Phantasm 2 and 3. And really through Phantasm 3, they should have just ended it. If Don Coscarelli didn't know what the hell he was doing, like if there was a Phantasm 4, then just end it. And then just, if you've come up with an idea, all you gotta do is, hey, there was something in there that was hidden, and it took a while for it to work, so now it heats up, and boom, that's it. It's not that difficult, There's always a way. And they're like, oh, okay. Hell, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, fucking dog pisses fire. And Nightmare on Elm Street before became a big success, and I actually like Nightmare on Elm Street 4. But how did Freddy come back? A dog pisses fire. So come on, you can come up with something and just end it. You don't have to make a sequel or a sequel bait ending or that kind of ending when you don't even fucking know where you're going. Like, but other than that, I really liked it. It had some fun action, some fun humor. And I liked the characters, and I thought Reggie Bannister, it was nice seeing Bill Thornberry there again. Uh, I think Gloria Lynn Henry and Kevin Connors, them and Reggie made a good team together. And I thought it was entertaining. I really like Phantasm 3. So, unfortunately, that means I gotta see Phantasm 4. And that fucking sucks. But if Phantasm 3 is the most controversial, I have no idea why. I really don't. People don't. I thought it was actually kind of funny and entertaining, but Phantasm 4 is boring. Sorry, but that's just me being silly, I guess. But oh well, to each their own. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and see you later for Phantasm 4. Bye.